Alright, so today I'm just going to talk about some of the basic elements of WordPress. So after you've installed WordPress and you log in to the admin website, you'll be presented with this dashboard. Yours may look different than mine because I've already closed some of these panels. The Welcome to WordPress panel, you can dismiss it and you can hide some of these other things. You won't spend very much time on this actual dashboard page. The primary pieces that you'll be dealing with when you're building a new WordPress site are the appearance panel, the plugins panel, and then the various plugin settings. After you've installed a plugin, that plugin might install a menu option to access its settings or whatever. Like for example, this is a responsive lead page and has various settings. So we're going to start from the top here. You have your posts, your media library, where you'll upload pictures and whatnot, your page library. We'll talk about the difference between pages and posts in another video. The comments section where you can moderate your comments. The appearance panel, this is where you select your theme or install a new theme. For example, I can go to the Add New and it'll take you to the theme browser, and all these themes are free. A lot of themes will have a free version, and then they'll advertise inside that theme for the upgraded version. So you'll get some basic features in the free version and then advanced features in the upgraded version. After you've installed and selected a theme, whenever you go to the appearance panel, I only have one theme installed on this site, and it will have some options to customize it: widgets, menus, homepage. And these options are the same as the left side. So when you click on the customizer, it brings up WordPress Customizer. And it has various themes will have different options for customization. So you'll see some have many more panels, but this one just has a few. Here I can select the menu locations, primary menu. I think this theme only supports maybe a top and bottom menu, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a little thing to note. When you hit this X, it just takes you right out of the customizer. So when you drill into a section, you don't want to hit the X, you want to hit this back arrow. It says you are customizing widgets. If I go back, it takes me to the menu. So site identity is where you'll enter in your website title and tagline. This graphic with the pink background has a picture. I created this image. It has actually two. A logo. I might have put this logo in the image itself. Let's see if I can view image. Yeah. So I created this graphic because I wanted this specific font. I'll probably change this out and figure out how to do the web fonts so I can just use text instead of a graphic, and then just use a little logo image by itself. These social media icons, they're coming from a plugin. But if I go to widgets, sidebar, all right, this is a sidebar on the post. This is not this sidebar. Header. Oh, there you go. I'm using the Vantage social media plugin, and it's generating these two icons. In the footer, I don't have any widgets in the footer yet. The sidebar is the sidebar that's going to appear on the posts. I'll go to a post here. Where is it? What happened? All right, so this is the sidebar that's being generated by this widget. It's just a bunch of HTML. Let's go back to menus. I'm going to go to the menu editor. show you a brief introduction to, so that's customized. Let's go to widgets first. WordPress contains a significant number of default widgets, and you can of course install additional plugins and they'll create even more. However, the widget library, you have widgets on the left side. These are basically you would create an instance of this by dragging it over to a widget area. Each theme will define a specific widget area. It might define 2 sidebars, 3 sidebars. It might define an eyebrow menu, which goes at the top. Just, it varies theme by theme. So I dragged a text widget or a circle icon widget. And here you can select the type of icon, and I'll show you what they look like. Go back to the home page. These are the circle icons. So you give it a title, some text. You can give it a background color, like I'm using blue in this one. And I think later on here I'm using pink or purple, whatever that is. So you can customize it. There's a lot of options for each of these specific circle media icons. And I'm just going to delete it because I don't need it there. And then there's the menus. We'll go into more detail on all this later. But I wanted to point out that a menu doesn't have to be a link to a page. You can put a custom URL as a menu option. Like for example, I don't have a page called home. I might actually. But this link points to this URL. The rest of these actually point to a page in my website. So here's the how to use page. It's pointing to the how to use page. Let's refresh this because I think this is stale. All right, there you go. How to buy, success stories. These all point to actual pages. And you can customize the label. If your page name is named something different and you want to use a shorter name, like you might use nice long SEO friendly URLs for your pages, but you want to have your menu options short. So that's one way to do that. You can override the label. And let's see, auto add pages. If you create new top level pages, it'll automatically add it to the menu. I don't necessarily do that. And then this is where it's located in your theme, which is my primary menu. And then we have the home page editor, which it comes with the Vantage theme. And this is how I create the modules for each location on the home page. So you see it says circle icon, there's 3 of them. So when you go to home, there's 3 circle icons. This header slider is controlled separately. So then you have the Vantage headline, which is this guy right here. You have 3 more, then I have some text, which is, let's see, the headline, what does it look like? All right, so you got a headline and then sub-headline text. Then you have 3 more circle icons, another headline, and I have 3 video players. That's these right here. It's not a very, this particular website is not very long, like you'll see some scroll forever. But, and the nice thing about the Vantage option, let's see, Vantage responsive theme is I can resize this and it automatically stacks the modules from the page. So here's the Vantage headline, here's the 3 circle icons. And through CSS, which is a more advanced feature, I could, like, for example, I totally hid some elements on this page because this image is too small for all the text. So as I scroll this out, you'll see the Learn More button became visible, and then the description became visible. This is controlled through what's called media breakpoints. We'll go into that in detail later. As I drag it back out, the site transforms basically to a widescreen layout. Okay, I just wanted to create that short introduction to some of the WordPress dashboard features, and hope you enjoyed it.